If you want to create a kingdom, why don't you go back to your country and go and create your own kingdom there? You don't know anything about Ghanaians, you should know this. When Ghanaians decide to descend on you, not even the president of the country can help you, trust me.
You came to somebody's country, a sovereign country, and you built this on somebody's land.
I'm not a 419er. Igbos are not 419 people.
Hello blessed, welcome back to this channel. My name is Sandra and this is Sandie's Joyful Space. This matter is long. Guys. Like, internet is just going wild. Ghanaians are not taking it easy. I'm like, dang. Anyway, guys, I will allow you to watch the videos how Ghanaians are really ranting about this issue. It's not easy. Yeah, easy cry.
Igbo King of Ghana. Honestly, I have met this man before. A celebrity friend of mine was having a program, and that was where this man was introduced to me for the first time. But I thought it was one of the norms, you know. People in other countries elect or select leadership in the form of a king, and this leader is supposed to stand in for them when their people are in trouble or something. When he was introduced to me a year ago, I thought that was the case until I chanced on his interview, and his plan for his kingship is to create another kingdom, another Igbo kingdom in Ghana. Who dare you? How dare you? Why would you want to create a kingdom in somebody else's country? If you want to create a kingdom, why don't you go back to your country and go and create your own kingdom there? See, if you don't know anything about Ghanaians, you should know this. When Ghanaians decide to descend on you, not even the president of the country can help you, trust me. Take my word and advise yourself, dear Igbo King.
First of all, this is the palace of the unrecognized Igbo King in Ghana. This is his palace, and this is just a snippet too. You came to somebody's country, a sovereign country, and you built this on somebody's land. Sorry, if this does not show you the intentions, or if this is not a statement of intent, I don't know what to tell you. Even bona fide chiefs in Ghana don't have this. Not that they don't have the money to put up this, they can do this, but they know the history. And then you come, and then you build this with lions and... Come on. Oh. So this is Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, the Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Honorable, is this allowed in the folktale of the law, where another man will come to another man's country and build such a palace, calling himself king? Is he allowed for another person to come to Ghana and call himself king? Is he allowed, Honorable? Honorable, you are from the Bono region. How will you feel if this man put up such a palace in the Bono region? How do you think the chiefs will feel that another person is calling himself king of another tribe in Ghana? Honorable, you have to do something, because we the youth, we don't like this. You have to see him and tell him to change that thing, that king thing. Probably he can call himself the leader of the Igbo community. No one cares. But he calling himself a king is what we are not, is what we don't want to hear. So Honorable, you have to do something and stop that man. And to the people in the Volta region, just know that they have this sub-chief, this Igbo sub-chief in Volta region, you understand? I'll do a separate video about that. But Honorable, you really have to do something about this man calling himself king. And to the Nigerians saying that, you know, they have an Igbo king in every country, the only way I will stop talking about this, if you show me the Igbo king in North Korea. No, North Korea is too huge. If you show me the Igbo king in Syria, show me, and then I'll stop talking about it.
Please, he is king for his people in Ghana to share advice among themselves. First of all, even the chiefs of Ghana do not parade themselves as kings. The traditional leaders of Ghana do not parade themselves as king. They call themselves chiefs. So who are you, a foreigner, to come to somebody's land to be parading yourself as king? Secondly, there are similar leadership of Ghanaians living in other countries. We have, they can have presidents of Ghanaians living in Ontario, presidents of Ghanaians living in New Jersey, presidents of Ghanaians living in Anambra State, presidents of Ghanaians living in Osun State. That is how they call themselves, because they know there are kings and chiefs in these traditional areas, and they would not want to undermine their leadership. Another worrying statement from him is the fact that he is purchasing land in order to establish his own kingdom in Ghana. Which country here in Africa will allow that or permit that? Can you do that in places like Saudi Arabia or in other countries where kings and queens rule? We believe that his position as king in Ghana will undermine the authorities of our leaders. I mean, the traditional leaders, who again do not pose themselves as king but call themselves chiefs.
I would also like to acknowledge the following personalities as well who are also here. We have Project Forte.
This issue about Igbo King living in Ghana that is trending everywhere, I want to quickly say something about it. I am speaking from my own opinion in case this message did not get to you very well. First, all the Nigerians that are living in Ghana, they are from different parts, different states. It is not only the Igbos that are living in Ghana. And I also want to say that if any Nigerians have issues in Ghana, we have our Nigeria embassy in Ghana that we can cry to or make complaint to, that will speak on our behalf. Likewise, Ghanaians living in Nigeria, they have their Ghana embassy in Nigeria in case any need for that. So talking about the Igbo King in Ghana, for me, I do not think that crowning yourself an Igbo King in Ghana is even proper, because you are not from the royal blood. So you cannot just come to Ghana and crown yourself a king. We don't even recognize you as a king, because you are making life unbearable for the rest Nigerians living in Ghana, not be only Igbo, they Ghana. Lately, one of my brother wanted to rent an apartment. Because of this crisis going on, he's unable to even get an apartment for rent because of this Igbo stuff, Igbo King in Ghana. You cannot leave your country and come and crown yourself a king in another man's country. Do you understand? So if you are listening to us, if you want to say Igbo leader is a different statement than Igbo king. Who crowned you a king in Ghana? And you are even sitting on a throne having chiefs. I don't understand. Man, see, so I want to tell all Nigerians living in Ghana that if you see something that is not right, try as much as possible to speak out. And if you see something that is right, also speak out. An injustice for one is an injustice for all. You cannot just come to Ghana and start creating havoc for the rest of Nigerians to start suffering from your own problem. Nobody crown you a king in Ghana. You can say Igbo leader, fine, nobody is going to fight with you. But for you to say Igbo king, now making all the Nigerians look bad everywhere they go, and you are sitting in your house apartment resting. Listen, if anybody don't want to tell you, me, Prince Eli, I will tell you what thing they do. We the Nigerians, especially me myself, I'm not okay with it. Do you understand? So you better sit upright and change your narrative. Stop giving us issues in Ghana. We have been living here for years. I've been living here in Ghana for more than almost a decade now. So you cannot just come in and start creating issues, trying to cause war in Ghana between these two countries. Do you understand? So please, try as much as possible to relate well and think well properly before you act in Ghana. Do you understand?
There's a news circulating on the internet about you that they said you've been bribed Ghana people for you to be inducted as Igbo chief here in Ghana. So we want to know the truth. Can you tell us what is going on?
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana. Is in Igbo Ghana. I had the same story. A lot of people have been calling me, sending me links from Ghana. She's called Amma Observer, and a certain guy also called Nitete speaking Ghana, and I'm speaking English. And I've been watching those links people have been sending to me. I ignore them. The reason why I ignore them is because what they're saying is never true. How come a blogger will sit down to say that Igbo King in Ghana bribed Ghana Traditional Council for them to induct Igbo diaspora throne in Ghana? How can somebody who say that the Igbo chief in Ghana and all the Igbos are 419, that we used 419 system to bribe the council for them to induct us? First of all, that's a hate speech. Secondly, it's an insult to my person and the entire Igbo community and the entire Nigerians. Number three, she and Tete is saying what they don't know about. Number four is a hate speech that can even cause xenophobia. Number six, they are raising hatred from Ghanaians against Nigerians just because they think they can make money from YouTube, and they're giving wrong information against Nigerians. I'm not a 419er. Igbos are not 419 people. Nigerians are not 419 people. If you are saying that Igbos are 419 people, what is the proof? If you say that Igbo King in Ghana and Igbo community in Ghana used 419 to manipulate the Ghana Traditional Council, what is the proof? Ghana Traditional Council inducted Igbo Ghana into their council by we performing the traditional right, the traditional culture that will enable the induction. We did not give anybody bribe. We did not give anybody dime as a bribe. That is never true. So the information they are alleging against me and against Igbo people in Ghana, it is 100% fake.
Asemo, when I came across this issue, was it not 2 days ago? Yeah, that was the first time I came across it. I just thought it was just, a small matter, passing issue. Then I came online today and I'm like, everybody's talking about the issue. I say, yeah, because I've been busy the past, days. I've been just not so online like that. So I was wondering, what is the issue? The fact is, this Igbo King in Ghana, I've heard about him a long time ago. He has been there for a very long time. This is not like something that started yesterday. He has been there for like years. So I was wondering, why now? Like, why are Ghanaians angry about it now? Why the rave now? What is it? So I had to watch more of the videos and understand what they're actually talking about. So I think one thing that really brought the whole thing out, I hear that he's now taking it a step further by going to buy lands or acquire lands in Ghana and also trying to build schools in Ghana. And this has really, really bothered the Ghanaians. So if you claim that you are a leader for your community in Ghana, that's one is your issue. And that's your Nigerian community. You want to lead them. You want to, just help them. Maybe when they have issues, you sort the issues among yourselves. You are able to assist each other. They have these things almost in every city. Even here in Europe, we do have what do you call it? Igbo community, Bini community. We have different tribes that have their communities where you can always go and ask for support or help when needed. So before, they used to run it among themselves, something, within themselves like that, helping each other. So I think the reason why this thing is getting all this rave is because they are not putting their leg where they're not supposed to put it. They are now, stepping outside their zone, coming to shook mouths and shook their leg and their hands into, Ghanaian affairs, coming to say they want to acquire land, build school, do this, do that. That one is not going to be tolerated. You all know that there's no way that, you go to another man's country, then you call yourself a king, and then you start acquiring things like this. it will not, raise eyebrows. Definitely eyebrows will be raised. Definitely things will, pop up. So they are even talking about the fact that he's calling himself a king in Ghana, which really I've not really heard before. What I'm used to is, this community, as I explained before, they normally have like presidents. So if this is the Bini group, there's a president for that group. So president of the Bini group in so and so country. Like how my sister explained it, there's a lady who talked about that. That is true. They have president, but saying king, that is not really common. So I think that also like raised another eyebrow. That why is he referring to himself as a king, have his own throne, his palace? It's like he's building his own community, his own life in Ghana. Like it's just like coming to another man's land and just calling yourself king, having your own chiefs. It's somehow scary to Ghanaians. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. It sounds scary somehow because even thinking about it, you'll be like, what's the end game? What's your plan? Like, what are you guys planning? Why are you doing this? What's going on? Are you trying to take over our land? What's up? What's all this? If you are here to support your people in our country, that's okay. But why you call yourself a king? Why acquiring lands? Why building schools? Why doing this? Why doing that? Why not do it in your country? Your country also need these things. Why not go and do it in your country? If there's a Ghanaian doing this, it's okay. You are giving back to the country, giving back to your community. But being a Nigerian and calling yourself a king, it's a bit too much. It's a bit a lot. So I understand them and I understand their reason why they are just going all out and saying this must stop. So what I would just say is, if they want to continue this their kingship or whatever, they should please just mind themselves and do it within themselves as they've been doing it before. Don't branch out. Don't go and start claiming king and acquiring lands and building schools and doing charity. That's not why you are there. You say you want to support your people in Ghana. Do that. Focus on supporting your people in Ghana and there will be peace everywhere. The issues we have already in Ghana is enough. So guys, drop in the comment section, what do you think about this? What do you have to say? What's your opinion? I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one. Bye.